Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about my top 5 favorite beachy floral perfumes in my collection. So yeah, I've only got 5 here. I have more than this in my collection, but these are the ones that I've been reaching for the most, that I usually do reach for the most this time of year. These are like my loves. So I'm gonna start with a Mancera fragrance first. This is Mancera Holidays. This is a pretty polarizing fragrance. People either really, really love it or really, really don't like it. This one has got, I can't remember how it's described, whether it's like sea notes or ozonic notes. It's like sweet, creamy, beachy white florals. It's got a really beautiful creamy coconut. It's a sweet, creamy coconut. But then it's also got this freshness from the sea/ozonic notes. Yeah, it does have kind of a slight salty feel to it. It's one of my most reached for beachy floral fragrances. Like I'm about to go lay out on the beach in some suntan lotion, and I really want to get into the beachy mood. This is what I reach for. I also took this, we went to Florida last year. It's been over a year ago. It was last April that we went. Not this past April, but the April before. And this is the fragrance that I took with me, and I wore this the entire trip. So it kind of reminds me of that trip, even though it was a little bit, it was like, I don't know, the one weekend that we went is the weekend that it decided to rain a little bit, and it was a little bit chilly, so we didn't even get to spend too much time on the beach, but we were just happy. It was just it was the first trip that we took after all of the COVID stuff, so we were just happy to be going somewhere, so we didn't even care that it was kind of rainy and yucky and not the best beach weather. We were just so happy to be there. But this will always remind me of that trip, so yeah. Anyways, that is Mancera Holidays. I love this one. I would highly, highly suggest getting a sample of that first. I don't think it's a safe blind buy for sure. Okay, this next one, oh my gosh, you guys, do I love this perfume. I just picked this up a couple months ago when Sephora did their spring sale. This is the Alley Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21 perfume. And it's funny because I had smelled a couple Alley fragrances previously, the vanilla one, which I was not a fan of, the elixir one, which it's kind of like a floral patchouli, which again is not my thing. So I was really nervous to try any more of the Alley fragrances, but this one, oh man, you guys, this one is so good. This is mostly a beachy white floral with some coconut in it, and then a sweet creamy vanilla. It's beautiful. Oh, I love this. I love it because it's floral heavy, and you'll see that that's kind of a running theme. If I want to smell like coconut for the most part, I'll just wear a coconut-based fragrance. In my beachy white florals, I like it if they have coconut in them, but I really want it to be more about the beachy white florals rather than like a coconut bomb. And this, I feel like, is the perfect balance. It's got some coconut in it, but it's more about the beautiful, sweet, beachy white florals. And I just adore it. So the Mancera is an absolute beast. I can get a good 8 hours out of this without having to reapply. I do overspray this one. This is one that can handle being oversprayed. It's not, you're not gonna kill yourself. This one can handle being oversprayed, unlike a lot of other Mancera or Montal perfumes. Some of them, if you overspray them, you're gonna kill yourself. This one can handle it. It's not super, super heavy or very, very strong. So yeah, I will usually overspray this one and easily get 8 hours out of it. The Alley, unfortunately, does not last very long. I can get, I don't know, a few hours out of this, 3, maybe 4 if I'm lucky. I have not tried layering this over lotion yet. I'm going to do that very soon. I am going to try layering this over the coconut cream pie lotion from Bath & Body Works. I think it'll be a beautiful combination, and I'm hoping that that will help with the longevity. But yeah, on its own, you can get 3, maybe 4 hours out of it. It's just such a stunning beachy white floral perfume. I just adore it. It's one of my favorites. In fact, I had Alien Goddess, which is also another beautiful beachy white floral, but I decluttered it because I like this one so much more, and as soon as I go through this little bottle, I'm gonna buy a full-size bottle of it anyways, so I felt like I just didn't need it. But now Alien Goddess has come out with the Alien Goddess Intense, which I'm about to order a travel spray of because I really want to get my nose on it. And I don't own any of the Mugler travel sprays, especially the Alien ones, which I think are so stunning, so I need one. And I need one in my collection anyways, so I may as well get the Intense. But anyways, that is Alley Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21, such a stunner of a fragrance. This next one, of all of these, this is probably my favorite, hands down. But sadly, this one is probably the worst performer on this list. This is Garland Terracotta, and oh my gosh, I adore this fragrance. This perfume, when it comes to Beachy White Florals, this perfume is absolute perfection for me. I love everything about this. There is a freshness to the florals. There's also like a slight touch of vintage in this, and I love it. It transports me back to the 80s. You can tell, you can just smell the quality of the materials used in this perfume. They're just so good. The flowers are so fresh and realistic smelling. It's sweet, but not too sweet. Again, it's got like a vintage edge to it that I absolutely adore, and there is a hint of coconut in it. It's a beautiful, fresh, vintage leaning beachy white floral, and I absolutely love it. It does sweeten up as you wear it, and it does change. This one is not linear at all, whereas the first two I talked about are definitely pretty linear. This one is not. This one changes as you wear it, and it's stunning. It's got jasmine and tuberose and ylang ylang, and oh, it's so good. It's just a stunner. This is my favorite one on this list, and I think because it's got that kind of vintage vibe to it, and I'm such a sucker for anything that smells even remotely vintage. Sadly, this one just does not last on me at all. I need to test this one out in the winter. I have never tried this in cold weather, and I just have a feeling that it's going to perform better in cold weather. I think that there's something about the heat that just makes it evaporate off of my skin. So I'm gonna try this in cold weather. And if this performs better in cold weather, it's gonna become a cold weather perfume for me, because I just enjoy it so much, and I want to be able to enjoy it for more time than like 30 minutes, which is about what I get out of it in the heat, sadly. But anyways, that is Garland Terracotta. It's such a gem of a fragrance. This next one is such an affordable gem. I don't hear many people talk about this. There is nothing super special about this, but there's something about it that I love so much. This is Ocean Pacific, and this is called Summer Breeze. This one, I will tell you, this one lasts better on me than Garland Terracotta. I can get a good 4 to 6 hours out of Summer Breeze. I do overspray it. There's something about this that it smells like, it almost smells like, I get this whole image in my head. I'm sitting in a lounger on a hot beach with hot sand, but I'm under an umbrella. There's a beautiful cool breeze. I've got some pineapple daiquiri drink in my hand with a little umbrella in it, and I can smell some kind of light white floral breezing by in the wind next to me. That's what this smells like to me. This is not overpowering. It does have a little bit of coconut in it, but the coconut is way in the background. You don't get a ton of the coconut. This is more about like a pineapple white floral, which is such a strange combination. And you also get this kind of warm sand vibe from it. I love this one so much. It wears really well on my skin. And again, I get mostly like this pineapple-y kind of light beachy floral from it. I just love it. I love this perfume. You can pick this up in a 3-pack where you can get 3 bottles, like full-size bottles, I think at Walmart for like $15. Which I need to do next time I go to Walmart. I just don't go very often. But yeah, I would not mind having a backup bottle of this. I do have quite a big dent in mine because I do reach for this often. Yeah, and I would not mind having a backup of this because I love this. I fell in love with this a few years ago. It was one summer. I think it was like 3 summers ago now. 2 or 3 summers ago. I think 3. Somebody recommended this to me and oh my gosh, I picked it up and I have been in love with it ever since. It's just such a different smelling beachy fragrance. It's just good. So anyways, that is Ocean Pacific Summer Breeze. Beautiful. And then last but not least is this one here. This is Korloff Gold. And I used to be so disappointed by this perfume because it was one of those that I could spray it on and I would get all of 5 minutes out of it, like seriously, before it would just completely disappear, until I discovered layering it over lotion. And if you layer this one over lotion, it turns into a beast of a fragrance, which is crazy. The sprayer on this is amazing. These Korloff perfumes have the most beautiful, like fine mist of a spray. And this is so good. This is probably the most coconut heavy one in this bunch, but this is one that will take you on a journey. You get a lot of the coconut when you first spray it on, but as this one dries down, it really becomes more about the florals, about the beautiful beachy white florals. This one also reminds me of like a suntan lotion, and I almost get banana out of this. I don't know where I get banana from, but every time I spray this, I get a whiff of banana. And I swear I smell banana. It's the idea of banana, I'm guessing, is coming from the coconut and the florals and how they're mixed, or how they're mixing together, that gives it this kind of banana vibe. But it is so beautiful. Yeah, I love this one. This one is so like warm and beachy and so beautiful. It's funny because I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do my beachy white floral video or my beachy floral video before it gets into fall. Here it's like August and I still had not done this video yet. And yeah, I'm already like starting to look forward to fall fragrances. You guys will see when I do my what I wore last week video this week. Like I'm already like looking ahead to fall and starting to wear and starting to reach for like more fall appropriate fragrances because I'm just ready this year. I think because it's been so gross out, it's been so rainy and dreary this entire summer and wet. But anyways, yes, Korloff Gold. This is such an affordable, beautiful, beachy floral. Again, this one is the most coconut heavy on this list, but I absolutely adore it. So anyways, that is Korloff Gold. And that is going to be it, guys. Those are my top 5 beachy floral summer perfumes. These are the ones that I reach for most often in my collection. They're my favorites, hands down. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.